I come from an engineering background, and at my high school, I did take a little bit of FFA classes and things like that, but it really wasn't until my freshman year where I took an interest in ag. I was a little bit wishy-washy, indecisive about my major, which is very typical for an undergraduate or a freshman. And it wasn't until I took Dr. Young's plant tissue culture class where I noticed I developed a love for agriculture and horticulture.
When he took my freshman level class, Introduction to Horticulture class, I saw this young man have a really good potential.
I heard about the Ph.D. program through my academic advisor. I was actually wrapping up my master's program, and at the time, it was getting towards the end. I couldn't predict my future, where I was going to go. Fortunately enough for me, I finished my master's program at the end of 2022, and the Ph.D. program for the College of Ag opened up in the spring. I would definitely recommend the Ph.D. program to other students. Personally speaking, I enjoyed the classes I took. One of my favorite aspects about taking classes here, specifically in this program, is how we get the multidisciplinary approach. I'm involved with multiple students that are getting their PhDs, and what we're able to do is combine our heads together, and I get to see how their thought process is and how they go about conducting research, and we work together on case studies and projects. From the very beginning, I have been deeply involved with the 2 consecutive projects established by Dr. Young, and we're currently making history in the College of Ag and the university with these 2 ginger projects. We are specifically looking at how to produce ginger and also how different environmental factors affect ginger. I'm growing in 3 different settings. I'm growing in the natural wooded area setting, and I'm comparing it to artificial shade, where I'm growing ginger under different shade color mulches, and to see how that affects growth and yield. Then also growing multiple generations of tissue culture ginger and comparing and contrasting those. A lot of people ask, why do I take interest in growing ginger? It's a lot of research out here today that's on the big agronomic crops, tomato, corn, a lot of horticulture crops. I've seen with the ginger, it's not a lot going on specifically here in the US, so I felt I can make my contribution, make my print by doing this research. It has a lot of medicinal properties like antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties, which helps in the long term reduce cardiovascular disease. And not only does it have a lot of medicinal benefits, it also has niche market opportunity to bring cash for farmers. North Carolina A&T has always been my first choice. Ever since I started my bachelor's degree, and especially after meeting Dr. Young and taking his class, it's really changed my experience. Without him, I would not be who I am today, where I am today, and the person I aspire to be.
I think he's happy with me. I treat him, like my own. Now he's transitioning to the PhD program. So, and I look forward for another 4 or 5 years, good relationship with him.